Talk 73 here, your fishing friend. I want to share this with y'all. Stepatronic told me that I could use this rig that I got in fishing, the Fisherman Fishing Planet at Blue Crab, which is the Combat Loki 6'7", 23 pound, the Spin Commando, which is 24.2 pounds, and using .016 fluoro, which is 20 pound. I've got a 22.2 pound leader and Star Spangled crank that came with all of it too. I'm at St. Croix. I'm in my boat, and what
Stream
I'm doing.
Elements said, Bloodhawk 73 is now live. Streaming Fishing Planet, the Fisherman Fishing Planet -N, fun fishing and chatting and family friendly.
I'm parked right out here at the end of the lighthouse. I can get my boat, come through the spillway, and back up against here, and then I'm casting out in this area between the two buoys. So that's where I'm at, and I have gone from level 32 to level 46. I started about after right about 10 this morning, I guess, and is now 1:12, 1:10 Eastern Standard Time. And I tried catching them from shore, but it takes too long to get them in. So you can, if you've got a bigger rig, you can catch them out here standing on the rocks. Just kind of do a cast and kind of an arc out here around both of these channel buoys. And I caught other fish too. I just a minute ago, caught a
Chip 42101.
Hey Chip.
Said, good afternoon, DB.
Good afternoon. I was trying to show everybody this unbelievable XP on these historic muskies. We're talking about 12 to 16,000 XP. It's just unreal. I remembered it from last year or year before last on the Fishing Planet, but I didn't think I had a rig big enough that I could do it with, but I do. I put a video on my YouTube channel showing it. There's a place along the rock wall when you get in your boat and go to the right. You know, there's a bunch of stones like riffraff. You cast out stand away from it and cast about 70 or 80 feet along that riffraff, and you can catch it and run them down. Don't be sure you got your anchor up and run them down with your trolling motor. But I was getting 1 rank per fish when I was below 40, I think. Now it's taking 2 or 3, but still, I'll be ranked 50 another 35, 40 minutes, maybe an hour. And the weather doesn't seem to matter. I still fish peaks. Of course, when you want to show somebody something, it doesn't happen. Now, the worst part about it is if you fish out here, they will run out beyond the marker buoys, and they're a little harder to get back in. If they go left or right, you can run them down. But I'm also catching enough fish, trophy walleye with this crank, that I am paying my expenses when I roll over. But if you don't want to roll over, you don't have to. As long as the fish are biting, just keep on fishing, because you're fishing for XP anyhow. You're not getting any money for those anyhow.
Chip 42101 said, wow, that's like catching unicats in Maroon just about.
Yeah. You can catch them over on the rock wall. The riffraff, this seemed to be more productive earlier. I don't know if I'm out of peak, whatever. I'll check it here in just a minute. But I was catching one every 2 or 3 casts, just arcing it across there. But it's fun. It's always fun. And I caught a couple over where you normally fish for. Let's see what kind of weather I got here. For clear muskies on a Sunday morning. See, I'm out of a peak now. So let's go to 4 p.m. See what that looks like. I like not having to use coins to advance time on the same day. That's pretty cool. Let's see if I get my. I see I'm away from the rocks. It's the retrieve angle is what the main thing is, I believe. Because if you drift away from the rocks, most of the time I haven't been getting any. So if I keep my boat either sideways or whatever against those rocks here at the end of the line. Now, like I said, if you're level 50, you can catch them or anything bigger than that. Where if you're level 50 on the fish, this is in the Fisherman. If you're level 50, you'll have bigger casting rigs than I've got. And you can catch them off the rocks and work them in. I have to chase them down with this 20-pound rig. But still fun. Like a rock. Like a rock. But when they go outside the game, it takes more time to get them in than if you catch them over at the rocks. But I got two over 43.9, which should put me somewhere in the top 20%, I guess, top 20 of the leaderboard for historic muskie whenever they upgrade it. Let me see where I am. I'm still there, okay. Just cast out there. Now, the other thing, when you fish over to riffraff, I'll show you here in a minute, you have to work the lure. Here, I just cast out and reel in. That's the lazy man way. You have to work at it over there by the river because the water is not as deep. So you have to work it up and down along the bottom. I'll try 2 more casts here and then we'll go to the riffraff. I'm a traveling man, made a lot of stops all over the world, and in every port I own the heart of at least one lovely girl. Oh, my cute Fräulein down in Germantown waits for my return. And the China doll down in Hong Kong waits for my return. There's a pretty senorita waiting for me down in old Mexico. And if you're ever in Alaska, stop and see a cute little Eskimo. Yeah, let's go with the rocks. Seem to work better in the morning too. I might just go the next morning. Let's do that before I go. That's what I got for that uni. Look at that XP, 108,000. But that's what I got for that uni. Smallmouth bass. That's pretty good, huh? Pretty good, pretty good. How long have you been following me, Chip? Do you know? Pretty good while. I think I got a follower here. I have not. Oh, there we go. There's one. Nope, that's a walleye. I have all the walleye catch your trophies. Ah, Just because I said that, huh? I moved away from the rocks. Okay. Let's get back on the rocks.
Stream elements. Said. At Chip42101, Chip42101 has been following the BlueTalk 73 for 2 months, 25 days, 20 hours.
It's been longer than that. I can look back on my followers list and see when it is, but I do believe it's longer than that. Well, oops. See, when I'm driving backwards, I get my forwards and my left and my rights mixed up. But I do believe the retrieve angle is the most important thing. So let's get back on the rocks. On the rocks.
Chip42101 said, I think so too.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I don't think that's right. Somebody cheered 10 bits. Oh, meet the bunny. Well, I didn't see that. Thank you, bunny. Sorry. There we go. See? Now I'm going to try to chase it down. Retrieve angle. Hope it doesn't go outside the game. That's where it's headed. Gonna chase it down. When I first started catching my head, it all went to the left. Made them a whole lot easier to chase down. But you've got to see the XP on these. Oh man. It's worth the chase. Like I said, I started at level 32 and I'm 46 now. This one might get me to 47. Oh, it's going out. I'll have to do a little magic to get it back in.
Chip42101 said, but I enjoy the stream, so I try to catch it as often as I can.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Here we go. Once you look at this. And that's a little one. 12,000 XP. Ooh, almost. Next one will get it. I don't know why I'm keeping them. I ain't getting no money. Okay, let's use the boat motor this time. Sure would be nice to be able to see. I wish we could spin around like we can with the rods. I can't tell where I'm at in relation to, there we go, that's a little better.
Chip42101 said, I may have to fish a little historic muskie today.
Well, if you're on the Fisherman, this is the way to do it, buddy, I tell you. Now, what I want to do before I get off of here is this is Fishing Planet, so I'd like to I'll get to 50 today, there's no question. But I'd like to go, and I think on the Fishing Planet, it's the striped jerkbait is what's getting him there. What level are you, Chip? Are you 70? Look at here. Here we go again. Sometimes they come right in, sometimes they fight with you. Or is that another one in walleye? Trophy smallmouth.
Chip42101 said, 67.
Okay, well you'll get there. You get there in a hurry. When you start, we'll find out here in just a minute. I do believe we'll try the this Star Spangled Crank, and then we'll try the jerkbait. I was told I didn't have to use a leader, but I've only got one striped crank, Star Spangled crank in the Fisherman, and I don't want to lose it, so I put a leader on. I'd probably get more attraction without the leader, but I'd rather not take a chance of losing that lure, because I'll use it for flatheads down in Quanchican, and for lake trout up in White Moose. So I don't want to take a chance of losing it. So I'll put a leader on. When I first started, the first one I caught offshore. Man, it took off. And I had that rig. I had just put line on it, so I had 400 and something feet on it. It went out 300 feet, and it wasn't even slowing down. I said, well, this ain't gonna get it done. So I went ahead and alternate F4 and put a leader on. I didn't want to take a chance of losing it. Because all alternate F4 does is stops the game, restarts it, puts you right back where you were. Some guys are using that as a little bit of a, or they were, I don't think they can do it anymore, to reset the respawn for unis in the competitions. And I don't think it can still do it. This is probably a trophy walleye. Yeah. See, the next one I catch will put me level 47 here. The next muskie. I almost got a 44, 43.98, I think's what it was. 96 or 98. Oh, I'm sorry. My son that I hadn't seen in a long time is outside. I'll stop the stream and then I'll come back, okay? Appreciate your patience. Sorry. Family, remember, God, family, country. Family's important, so I'll be back. Don't know how long, but I will be back. Okay, I had to leave and go visit with my son, so thank you for your patience. Let's see, where am I? That ought to do. Back up a little bit.
Bob.
Yes, darling.
Here's that catcher's mask.
Yes, darling. Put on the bed, be fine.
On the bed? No, it's nasty.
Put on a chair then.
I'm putting it under your chair.
Oh, yes, dear.
It's nasty. It's dirty.
Yes, dear.
I'm going upstairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna yes dear you.
A trophy walleye. I think. Or a little bitty historic. It's getting bigger. Okay, we'll run it down. This should put me next level up, I think. Doesn't go outside the boundaries. But I can get it in a little easier. We're catching it. We're catching it. Oh, it's going to go outside. There we go, come back in. Thank you. There we go, come back in. Here we go. Next level. $47. Another coin. What we got this time? We got a Deep Horizon. And power launcher. Spod. And all this carp stuff. I guess it wants me to go carp fishing. And deep runners. Oh, there we go. 1.5 major poppers. Muscle meat. Cool. Okay, let's get back over there to where I need to be. I apologize for leaving y'all hanging, but like I've told you before, God, family, country. And this is my son that I don't get to see that much either, so that's important. Okay, let's go backwards, the other way, okay. And back it around, back it around, back it around, back it around, to the rocks, to the rocks. Not on the rocks, to the rocks, okay. You don't want to let me stop the motor, let me do it this way. There we go. Okay, back with a rod. Now I'll probably have to catch 2 fish to go to level 48. Tell you, I just seriously believe the retrieve angle on this is very, very, I wouldn't say critical, but it's a big part of catching the fish here. No matter where in that arc out there I cast. Of course, this is the lazy man's way of doing it, because I don't have to. If I catch another, then we'll go down on the rocks and I'll show you how I catch them there. On the riffraff. Riffraff, riffraff. And it looks like they're all along that riffraff. The first one I caught was we're kind of in the middle, halfway from the left and right. And I've caught them here as close as 30-something feet out, so I bring it all the way in till it starts getting up towards the top. And then I just crank it on, like now. Crank it on in. There we go. Is that a walleye? I don't know. Coming straight in, not running. Might be a walleye. Trophy walleye. Oh, uni smallmouth bass. Cool. 10 more coins. Where am I at? Where am I at? Oops, got to get back over there. Who would ever think I'd catch a uni smallmouth out here with a star spaniel crank? Lure in the water, you never know. Oh, I said, okay, well, I want to catch one more historic muskie before we go over to the rocks. I said one more fish. I meant one more historic fish like this one. There we go. Chase it down, chase it down. The advantage to catching them over there off the rocks is they won't go outside the game. So when you get out beyond those buoys, those orange balls, the marker buoys, they're harder to get back in. But over there off the rocks, you have to chase them around the lake more. That's okay. You can run them down anyhow. See, it's outside the perimeters of the game, so we'll have to play a little secret here. I'll show you how to get them back in. That's it. Okay. I lay it down this way, and then I just tap both mouse buttons at the same time. And it'll work its way back in, a little bit at a time. Just like the sharks, when they go down the bottom, down in the Amazonian, they go down the bottom, lay on there. I do the same thing. Tap both buttons at the same time. You see how jerky the reel is. See how the rod's bouncing up and down. Now I'm just reeling and popping that right mouse button. When I get around 30, that's what I do. You can hear it popping. Or I can use the inner right button next to my keypad on the right bottom corner of my keypad. Sometimes that works too. We get more angle on it. Sometimes I get in here like 13 or 14, it takes off again too. So I did all that work and there it goes again. But don't any good, just stop cranking. See with the sharks sometimes you stop cranking and they give you a little slack so you can work on it better, but these don't. They either stay there or they take off running. But that's the way I do it. So the closer you get to the fish, the further away it is. I think that's funny. This is what I had to do at 43.9. It's moving me towards that buoy now. Just a little bit of time. We'll drift through that buoy instead of bouncing off of it. I'm gonna cut my boat in half. Gonna cut my boat in half. Oh no. I scraped my elbow on it. Come on. Get down to 12. We'll almost have it. Come on. It's going to get there. Come on. Down to 12. Come on. Come on. There we go. We got it. What is it? What size is it? 41. Look at that XP. Ho, ho, ho. Is that level 48 now? Nope. I'm at the level now where it's going to take. I said 2. Yeah, I tried. So let's go over on the rocks now. Go through the spillway, or you can just leave the boat dock and go to your right, you get to the same place. And you can catch them here too. Stevatronic likes to catch them there. But he's got a bigger rig, I'm sure, and he just stands up on the concrete there. Here we go. Raise the anchor. Get the rod out. And see, I got markers there and there and there. So they're all along there. Apparently. But this one, you'll see, I've got to feather it. Still one speed, but when it gets near the bottom, I've got to work the lure. So I'm just tap, 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 tap my left mouse button. Keep it near the bottom, but not on the bottom. It's just a reel. You can see my hand on the reel. Just going. There we go. So there they are. So let's chase it down. This is why you don't want your anchor down. Unless you got a bigger rig and 20 pounds. 20-pound rig is what I got to do. Oh, don't you run away from me. There you go. There you go. Ah, it's going to take another one. Maybe two. But anyhow, I've tried fishing this way. I didn't have any luck. So, let's use the motor. It takes less time. The positioning on this is not as critical as it is out there on those, out there at the lighthouse, because we can crank it in from any point along the rock wall, I believe. Oops, I hit that button twice, didn't I? That key. So I'm gonna go beyond the marker this time. See, there's my furthest marker to the left. There's the one in the middle. There's the one at the other. 1, 2. Let's see, try it. 1, 2, 3. Let's try this one out here. Same deal. You got to feather it and work it when you get near the bottom. My buddy Mizzou fan Mike Gaming caught a 65-pound clear muskie using this lure. Not a historic, just a regular clear muskie. That's a big muskie. He's #1 on the leaderboard. See, it's tough keeping it down there, keeping it steadily along the bottom. It just takes a little practice. A strong index finger on your right hand, left hand. I said, okay, let's go get it. Let's go get it. Come on. Whoa. Where'd you go? Boy, it took off in a hurry, didn't it? Got to 12 feet and zoom. I guess the boat scared it. I like the way they come to top water like real fish. That's cool. Well, it isn't taking off, man. Don't run under the boat. Don't run under the boat. Don't run under the boat. Thank you. They got a lot more room to run it down over here than I do over off the rocks. There we go. Oh, it's going to take one more. I'll get that next level. And then we'll go see what it takes to catch them with on Steam PC, which should be the same thing as Windows. But when you put your anchor down, be sure you get it back up. Don't just push a button and assume it's up. Be sure you get it back up, because you can't chase them down with your anchor down. And if your rig isn't big enough, they'll take off. Like I said earlier, my anchor's down. I thought it was up, and I thought it was going to spool me. So I had to do an alternate F4 so I didn't lose this Star Spangled crank. And you can't buy them here. You can buy them in the Windows 10 and Steam PC. You can buy the lure. 50 bait coins, but you can buy them. Can't buy it here. You get one. So it's kind of valuable. And I don't have the striped jerkbait here. You don't get it. And the revolutionary pack that it comes in, you can't buy here on the Fisherman. It's not available. There we go. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Level 48. Okay. I'll come back to this one. Let's see. Do it this way. And where I'm going to go with this is I'm going to go over where I would normally catch clear muskie. I don't know. I might try these rocks. You never know. Jerkbait's a little harder to work. You got to work it as a twitch. At least that's the way I work it. People work different lures different ways. Do 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 do. Well, I hate to leave the Amazon in. We got enough money though, 11 million. Okay. If you're level 30 or lower and you get that rig I showed you and catch nothing but these historic muskie, that could put you, just keep on catching, that could put you up near the top on SP for the week. So let's see what kind of rigs we got here. Yeah, 46 pound. That might be a better one for that jerkbait. So let's see. Is it here? Yep, here we go. Striped jerkbait. So let's put a leader on this thing. So hopefully it won't lose it. 46 pound. There's 41 pound. That might work. Okay, looks good. Okay, let's go see if we can catch some historics here. I'll try at those rocks first, since they're the closest, and we'll work our way around. I guess I should have got the striped jerkbait and put on here also, so we could try both of them here. Which just means a little money. I'll go back and get it. I've got premium on this account until the 17th of this month. Another week. Oh, mercy, that's going to hurt. Yeah, I thought though, that's going to hurt. That big keeper. You know, I don't need a keeper at all if I'm just going to catch. Here we go. Oh, I had them. I didn't have to leave. I thought that was something else. That's what I get for not looking, huh? Well, let's put a smaller keeper on here because I don't want to see what I got here. I got a. That'll take care of everything but the. Yeah, let's do that. That'll take care of trophy walleye, smallmouth, and whatever, which will give me money if I catch them. And the historics are too big for it, so I don't want to keep them anyhow. I just want the XP. So now let's do this. Haven't tried this yet, so I don't know if it's going to work. This is one of those experimentals. We'll see. I don't think they care if it's raining either. Okay, let's stop here and see what. We're about the middle of that riffraff, so let's see what we can do. Anchor up, rod out. We'll try the striped jerkbait here first. Oops. I cast it too far. I did okay. Take it. Oops. Oh ho, what do we got here? What have we got here? Got a fish. Looks like a historic. There we go. All right. All right. 11. Let's see. It's only 1100 XP here, where that would be 11 or 12,000 on. It is what it is. Okay, let's back up now. I can probably cast it that far. Let's find out. Let's try the. We know that'll catch him. Let's see if this will catch him here. Interesting. Yeah, that's not one. That's either a smallie or a walleye. That's money, huh? He'll go on the net. Oh, walleye. Thank you. And there's a ledge out there. Let me show you. I'll just leave it on the bottom. And you'll see it'll come back up off the bottom out there a ways when the water gets deeper. Or there you go. But that's not where the fish are. They're on that the other side of that ledge. Or they're in that ledge and I'm keeping it on the bottom. Put them down there where they are. So we said that was about 40, right at 50 feet out, I guess. And I don't have enough money to jump around in Windows 10. I'm working on building my money back up on that platform. Oh, there was a hit. I don't know what it was, but it was a hit. Okay, now I'm in the deeper water. And it just takes 2 speed to get it down there further. It's just it'll only go so deep. I think it's 16 feet. So let's try one more cast just to make sure. I would say that the Star-Spangled Crank is not going to catch the historics here. But the jerkbait did the first cast. That's a pretty good indication, huh? Okay. There we go. I'll put this stream up. Remember the pandemic. We will get through it together by the grace of God. Thank you for your time. God bless you, your family, your friends, and all. Come back and see me whenever you can. If you like my video, please hit that subscribe button. And I guess that's about it. So remember, learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. And P. Practice, patience, persistence, preparedness will produce. Okay? So thanks again. So stick a fork in me. I'm done. Happy trails to you. Till we meet again. Catch you later. Y'all come back now, you hear?